Most horror movies are built on dumb decisions running upstairs, splitting up, yelling, "Who's there?" when clearly something is there. We've all screamed at the screen, wondering how people can be this stupid under pressure. But every once in a while, a character does something so smart, so quick, and so against horror logic that it flips the entire script. These are the moments where survival wasn't about muscle, it was about IQ under pressure, about people who stopped panicking long enough to think. Let's break down the smartest, coldest, most badass survival moves ever pulled off in horror movies. Buckle up, you're going to want to take notes. Ripley doesn't panic, she problem solves. She and Newt are trapped in the medbay, two facehuggers slithering toward them like living nightmares. The Marines are nowhere near, their weapons are locked away, and every second counts. Most horror characters would freeze. Ripley looks up, scans the ceiling, and spots the fire sensor. In that instant, survival turns into strategy. She flicks her lighter, holds it under the alarm boom. The sprinkler and alarm system go off like a signal flare through the complex. Sirens blare, red lights flash, and the Marines come crashing in, guns blazing, just in time to save them. It's one of the purest think fast or die moments in horror history, a perfect mix of logic and courage. Ripley doesn't survive because she's lucky. She survives because she thinks.
Yeah! Ready? Yeah!
Chris Washington is tied to a chair, trapped in a nightmare disguised as politeness. Every time the teacup stirs, he's sent back into the hypnosis, sunk in place. He realizes something most wouldn't. The sound is the trigger. That's how they control him. So he looks around and finds his weapon, the very chair he's tied to. He picks out tufts of cotton from the armrest and stuffs them into his ears. He literally picks cotton to save himself from modern-day slavery, and that irony is pure genius. When the family walks in thinking he's hypnotized, Chris plays possum eyes still, breathing slow. They lower their guard, and in seconds, he's up, alert, and absolutely unhinged. It's brutal, it's poetic, and it's one of the smartest reversals in horror cinema. No weapons, no soldiers, no heroes, just terrified passengers trapped on a train filled with the undead. While everyone else is panicking, Sun Kyung, a pregnant woman, starts paying attention. She notices something subtle. The zombies only react to sound and movement. So she takes a bottle of water, splashes it across the window, and sticks a newspaper to it. That tiny act blocks their line of sight. Suddenly, the horde outside goes still frozen, waiting. The survivors sneak past without a sound, shielded by one sheet of paper. It's one of those beautifully simple ideas that could only come from someone calm enough to think in chaos. Brains over brawn. Every time. Jason, the youngest in his family, realizes something the adults don't. His doppelganger, Pluto, isn't just evil, he's reactive. Every move Jason makes, Pluto mirrors like a puppet on invisible strings. When Pluto stands near a burning car, arms wide like he's waiting for Jason to make a move, Jason flips the script. He starts walking backward. Pluto mimics right into the fire. That's not luck. That's observation turned into survival. In a story about mirrored identities, Jason weaponizes mimicry itself. A 10-year-old outsmarts his own shadow. Smartest kid in horror history.
No.
Two guards dead, one body on a stretcher, blood everywhere. The SWAT team bursts in, horrified but relieved one survivor still breathing. They rush him to the ambulance, everyone assuming it's just another victim. But the victim isn't a guard. It's Hannibal Lecter himself, wearing the guard's face like a mask. The mastermind of all masterminds used surgical precision and psychological manipulation to walk out of a maximum security facility. It's so disturbing that even the audience takes a second to realize what happened. He didn't just plan an escape, he performed one. Literally. When evil has a PhD, run. Ash Williams doesn't ask for help, he builds it. His hand gets possessed, forces him to attack himself, and he does the unthinkable. Amputates it with a chainsaw. Most horror heroes would pass out or cry. Ash gets creative. He straps that same chainsaw to his stump, tightens the harness, and fires it up. He becomes a walking wood chipper, part man, part weapon, 100% icon. The moment he grins and says, "Groovy," you know you're watching a legend being born. He turned trauma into a tool, pain into power. Imagine finding out every monster in horror history is real, and all of them are locked in cages under your feet. That's the situation Dana and Marty are in. One button sits in front of them. System Purge. They hit it, and every horror creature imaginable, from zombies to killer clowns to ghost ballerinas, floods the facility. It's absolute chaos, and for once, the humans aren't the ones dying dumb. It's not a safe choice. It's not even a sane one. But when the world's ending, logic takes a back seat to revolution. They didn't survive by running, they survived by breaking everything. A building under quarantine, a virus spreading, chaos rising by the second. One woman vomits blood across the room. She's clearly infected. Everyone freezes, debating what to do next. Officer Sergio doesn't debate, he acts. He cuffs her to the railing before anyone can argue. It's cold, logical, and brutally smart. Moments later, that decision saves everyone when she turns violent. Horror rewards the ones who don't hesitate, who trust their instincts when everyone else argues.
Get her out of here! Fuck! No, come on! We got out!
She's good. We can get by.
Michelle wakes up in a bunker with a man claiming the outside world is toxic. He's creepy, paranoid, and possibly right. But she's not waiting around to find out. She scavenges duct tape, soda bottles, and plastic, and makes a hazmat suit by hand. It's one of the smartest, most desperate engineering moves in horror. Then she freezes the lock with compressed air, smashes it open, and climbs through the hatch. When she reaches the surface, sunlight hits her face, and then she sees the alien ships. Freedom comes with a new kind of nightmare. Danny Torrance is a child running through a snowy maze, hunted by his axe-wielding father. He knows he can't outrun him forever. So, he stops and thinks. He notices his own footprints in the snow and gets an idea. He walks backward in his own tracks until he's out of sight, then hides behind a snowbank. Jack follows the trail, loses him, and freezes to death alone. It's quiet, simple, and genius. The smallest trick saving the smallest survivor. Ginny's being hunted by Jason, cornered with no weapons and no escape. But then she sees at Jason's shrine to his dead mother, and an idea clicks. She slips on Pamela Voorhees' old sweater, softens her voice, and starts speaking to Jason like she's his mom. "Jason, you've done enough." For one chilling moment, the unstoppable killer stops. He hesitates, confused, vulnerable, and that's all she needs. That's not luck, that's empathy weaponized.
Come to mommy.
A freezing Antarctic base, an alien creature that can mimic anyone. Every face could be a monster, and no one knows who to trust. So MacReady uses what's left: science. He heats a wire and dips it into blood samples, reasoning that the creature's blood would react defensively. It's tense, silent, surgical. Then the moment of truth, one petri dish jumps. All hell breaks loose. That single test exposed paranoia, fear, and brilliance in one move.
Get away from me!
At the end of the day, horror isn't about who dies, it's about who thinks. It's about the Ripley-level improvisation, the Chris-level awareness, and the Danny-level calm that turn victims into survivors. Horror punishes stupidity but rewards precision those who act, not react. So, which decision do you think was the smartest? Ripley's fire alarm hack, Chris's cotton trick, Danny's snow maze genius, or Hannibal's skin mask nightmare? Drop your pick in the comments. Hit that like button if you've ever screamed, "Don't go in there," at your TV, and subscribe before the lights go out. Because remember, in horror, hesitation kills, but thinking fast, that's how you live to see the sequel.